Hey guys, welcome back. Today I have another speed drawing of Jason Voorhees, I think that's how you say it, from the iconic horror movie franchises Friday the 13th. Now, I have a bit of a disclaimer for this video, so if you're not a huge fan of seeing blood drawn, even though it's not real, it's just, you know, a pencil or a marker, I highly recommend you guys not to watch this if you're a little bit squeamish, because there is a lot of blood in this picture. Yeah, and I highly recommend that you probably not watch any other video on my channel, because I do include a lot of blood in my pictures. I am a gothic horror illustrator, so this is to be expected. Yeah, it's what I do. So now that that is out of the way, my picture today includes just a pencil sketch, black fine liner just to do the outline. I use my Touch 5 alcohol markers, which I actually have a review for them. I'll leave the link down below in the description if you want to check out the review that I did on those markers. I'm using my Norris colouring in pencils and my Uniball Signo white gel pen. So I have been wanting to do a picture of Jason for a very long time. He is so iconic, and he is just like the epitome of horror movie characters in my book. My very first video was actually a Jason Voorhees mask, and if you want to check that out, it's actually made out of felt. If you want to check that out, I'll leave another link in below. You can make it. The pattern is free from my website, so you can just go and download it and just knock yourself out making it. So yeah, so in this piece I have created Jason sort of like walking at you with his hand out, trying to pretty much create the illusion that he's coming for you, like he's going to grab you. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good because I actually had a look at all the references. I looked at a lot of references of Jason, and there was not one that I could see that showed him actually walking at you in the picture and like with his hand out trying to grab you. So yeah, I was sort of original there, so I went, woohoo, I'm going to tackle this and be quite original with the concept. One thing I neglected in this picture was the ears. I didn't realize until the end that his ears just look terrible. They look so 2D, they look so bland. I actually meant to go back and change this, but it just never happened. And I just, to this day, I still haven't even revisited the picture to do anything with it. Also his eyes look really bad here. I fixed them in the end, so that's all good. I also really struggled to decide what color I was actually going to do his clothes. It took me ages to work it out, and several flicking back in between references, and it just confused me, so I ended up just combining quite a few references together and putting like a jacket from one picture on him and then pants from the other picture that I found, and they were all just so different. So yeah, it was really confusing, but yeah, I ended up getting it all sorted in the end. It was actually a nice change too, to actually do skin color for a change. I don't do a lot of pictures with actual skin tones. I'm used to drawing monsters or things that have like a greeny blue skin like zombies, so it was actually quite, you know, refreshingly different to use the skin tones colors that I got in the Touch 5 set. I used my Norris colouring pencils to do some subtle highlights and shading. I think the white pencil did a nice shine to the areas, but I messed up the shading on the eyes. I don't know what possessed me to do the white shading in the eyes, and what's really funny is because of the light hitting on camera, it looks so bad. As you can see, the shine on his shoulder, and in certain spots it does look really bad, but actually in real life it's really subtle and you can't see that glare that you can see on camera. So yeah, it looks good in real life. I left the mask white. I didn't want to colour it in for obvious reasons. I don't have a marker that's light enough to go over the mask, so I left it white and just went over it with some orange, yellow and brown pencils, and did sort of like hatching in different directions to give it like an aged, weathered look. And then with the nose, I did a bit of a shading with the black pen to get the nose outline on there. And then I went over it with a white gel pen, which actually gave it a good look, that there was like the nose was a bit 3D. And finally, I couldn't have a picture without adding blood. I made the dripping blood though of the knife. It looks a bit silly because it looks like you've got his shadowing for his feet, but then you've got this knife hanging there with this blood dripping off of it, and it looks like the floor just dropped off in front of him. So I didn't end up changing it, I just left it because I just thought, oh well, it's all good. So there is the final drawing. If you're interested in any of the mediums that I have used in this picture today, I will leave a link in the description below. Also, it's October, so Halloween, haha. If you're interested in making any toys for Halloween, my whole shop in Etsy is dedicated to Halloween all year round. I have gothic horror characters, I have zombie animals, I've got all that creepy good stuff in there that you can make your own character yourself. Yeah, go across to my Etsy store, it's in the description below. Find a pattern you like to do, buy it, and have a great time. Enjoy October, enjoy Halloween, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.